Today we are going to make fall trees using crayons and ripped paper. So you're going to need a box of crayons and you'll need a large piece of paper. I'm going to use a grocery bag, so you can always cut up a grocery bag if you don't have large paper. And then you're going to need some construction paper in some fall colors like red, yellow, and orange. You're also going to need some glue, so Elmer's glue or a glue stick. First, let's look at some pictures of fall trees. What do you notice? Look at all the colors of all the leaves. They're very different. And another thing that I notice is that I can see the tree trunk and I can see a little bit of the branches through the leaves. So let's remember that when we make our own fall tree. To start my tree, I am going to draw the skeleton of the tree. So I'm going to draw a trunk and branches, but no leaves. I'm not going to care too much about my branches because a lot of it will be covered up by my leaves that I'm going to make next. But we'll get a little skeleton going here. And also think about whether you want a tall tree like I'm doing, or maybe you want a wide, fat tree. So you can do either kind of tree because trees come in all different shapes. Now, one thing about tree bark is it's not just one color. It's not just black. So I got some other colors, but I'm going to try to make some texture with my crayon. So I'm going to make some wiggly lines. And then I have some other colors. I have a brown, an orange, and a gray. You can use whatever color you'd like, but I want to make sure that my bark isn't all just one color because trees aren't all one color. If you go outside and look at a tree really closely, see how many colors you can see. All right, and trees aren't smooth either, so the tree bark is rough, so that's why I'm trying to use wiggly lines to show the rough texture. Now I'm going to get some in my branches too, in case some of the branches show through after I put on my leaves. And remember, branches aren't just brown, so I'm going to add a little bit of the other colors too, to give a little bit of interest to my branches. All right. Now I have my tree skeleton. So now I need to make some leaves. So I've decided I'm going to have red and yellow leaves on my tree. So what I'm going to do is rip up my paper first. So I'm going to take my pinchers, put them on either side, and tear. And I'm going to tear into strips. And tear up all my paper. And then I'm going to take my strips and tear little pieces. So get your pinchers and tear. You can make tiny little pieces if you want tiny leaves, or maybe you want huge leaves. That's your decision. You decide what size rips you want to make. I'm going to make some tiny leaves. Now that I have my paper ripped in the colors that I chose, I need my glue stick or some Elmer's glue, and I need to choose where I want to put my leaves on my tree. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue down wherever I want to stick a leaf. So I'm going to put a leaf right here. Pat, pat. Do a red one. Pat, pat. And I'm going to speed up the rest of this video so you can get to making your own tree. When you're done, don't forget to cap your glue and write your name. When you finish your tree, please take a picture and share it with the class. I hope you have fun creating your fall tree.